little bit more about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm 22 years old. I'm really young. I graduated just in May of 2021 with a degree in sports and wellness and a minor in kinesiology. I'm from Southern California. I grew up there most of my life, and then for my undergrad, I went to Gordon College, which is just about north of Boston. And then I became a graduate assistant here. So I'm getting my master's in education and coaching. And so, yeah, I'm a graduate assistant basketball coach.
So you are still a student?
Yeah, well, technically, yes, I'm still a grad student, but I am an assistant men's basketball coach, yeah.
Okay. So what does basketball mean to you?
Oh, it means the world to me. Growing up, I think until I hit probably the age of 19 or 20, it was my whole identity. I found myself really trapped. I wouldn't say trapped, but really focused on the idea that basketball was me. That was my identity. I didn't really have an identity outside of it until probably my junior year of college, which is when I started 2021, which I realized that I'm way more than just basketball. I'm a human being with emotions, with feelings, with ideas and thoughts. And so I really transformed myself to becoming more than just a basketball player, where in the beginning of my life, I was all about basketball. There's nothing that she could tell me. I was like, I just want to play basketball. I don't care about nothing else. Popularity is cool. Friends are cool. Parties are cool. But, when it really gets down to it, I just really want to play basketball. So then I got the opportunity to play for college, and it was really great.
Why do you choose to be a basketball coach here, in GU?
Okay. Well, definitely, I think Greenville is unique where it's so secluded from everything else, where people can really just focus on themselves. And then you get to focus on your relationships, your one-on-one friendships and stuff like that. Being a coach at GU really means a lot because I get to interact with so many different characters on campus, where a lot of my guys, they have the greatest characters, but nobody really gets to see that because they just focus, they're basketball players. They don't really care about things. When reality is these guys, they generally do care about so much more than basketball. They're great human beings once you get to talk to them, once you get to identify with them. So I think being here at Greenville really showed me that no matter the age, no matter where they come from, no matter the background, they're really just great human beings. And if you just have to give them a chance.
Yes, I definitely agree with you. It's Greenville is so peaceful, and every professor will focus on the students' character.
100%.
Yeah, not just the grades.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm. And what are some of your main jobs as assistant?
Yeah. So my main goal for this team is for me to be a bridge between the player and the head coach, which is Coach Barber. I want to be a bridge between those two. That's my number one goal. Second is making sure that these guys' mental health is okay, their well-being is okay. Are they going to class? Are they showing up on time? Are they being punctual? Are they turning in their paperwork? That's my main two objectives. And then outside of that, I really want to make sure that these guys' reputation as well. Sometimes, actually a lot of times at universities, the basketball team usually doesn't have the best reputation on campus. And so my goal is to kind of change that, make sure that these guys' reputation is well. Are they treating women with respect? Are they treating their friends with respect? Are they treating their classmates with respect? So those are kind of my main duties. And then everything else is kind of extracurricular that I want to make sure that these guys are understanding that they're way more than just basketball players.
Yeah. So when you see some basketball players, they are upset. We will talk to him in person.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, 100%. I make sure, I have individual meetings and individual workouts with these guys every week and stuff like that. And I just want to make sure that they're good, not outside of basketball.
Okay. So what are some of your expectations for your basketball players on the basketball court?
On the court, I have a set of rules that I kind of go by that all my players know. I call it the law, but it's just pretty much this is what I expect of you, and I don't expect anything less of you. The first thing is you get a 2.5 GPA every semester. That's what I expect of these guys. I know it's kind of low and stuff like that, but a lot of basketball players, they don't really get that sometimes. So that's my expectation. You came here for a degree, so I'm gonna hold you to that. And then obviously the second is the conference championship, which is that's the second goal. The first is the degree, and then the second is the conference championship. And that's kind of what I expect on the court and off the court. And through that, we have these 6 things that we kind of go over, and I emphasize and make sure that these guys are, really focusing in on. So those are those 2 main things that I really focus on.
Okay, sure. Okay, what are some of your expectations for yourself in the future?
Oh, in the future, I'd love to stay a grad assistant, and after my 2 years, maybe move on to an assistant coaching role, and then maybe a head coaching. But I want to ultimately become an athletic director or a sports psychologist, one of those 2.